Good morning, class 4. Yes, we are going to begin with valuation, and good afternoon to all those who are watching me in the afternoon, and good evening to all those who are watching me in the evening. Well, it is a Saturday and the date is 28th. See, just 2 more days for the month to get over, and then we have, what do we have first of all coming up? We have our, yes, I can hear, yes, we have our periodic assessment 2 coming up, 2, okay, which is going to be again added to your final term examination, right? So we have our periodic assessment 2 coming up first, and then is the last month of the year, which is December, the month of Christmas, the month where you have the last seasonal festival coming up, yes, and yes, the month which gives us the extremities of winter, which is going to tell us, whether we need layers of woolen garments or whether this year the winter is going to be a little shallow. No, I don't think so. It's pretty cold, isn't it? It's about, it shows in my temperature, the temperature inside the house, it shows about 19 degrees Celsius, okay, here at home. So outside it will be slightly warmer. Yes, the day also is not that sunny, right? So coming back to value education, children, as I said, that it is not going to be a question answer, questions and answering kind of exercise related to value education. Now today I am going to give you something interesting. Yes, it might take some time. It is it can be titled as a project which promotes unity. So the name of our project is going to be Unity Project. What is Unity Project? You are first of all going to see the map of India. Then you are going to see the UTs. What is UT? The Union Territory, and the states, okay, the various provinces. Now you will not go into such a lot of details. You are going to check in the map of India. Yes, you can of course get the map of India on Google. You need not have to go and buy a globe or buy an atlas. Since you are most of the time on your digital device, you can Google with the help of your parents things which is going to teach you something, okay, not games, not downloading games. All right, so what you're going to do is you are going to Google the map of India, right? Now you're going to pick up at least 5 states from there, and you are going to nicely draw anything which relates to that particular state, whether a food, whether a clothing, whether the way the people dress up, okay, any speciality which is common to that state, okay. So that you're going to pick up, whether it's a food, whether it's a vegetable which is grown in abundance there, whether it's the food what you normally get there, and the attire, that means the dress, how people dress up in that particular state, and then you are going to just copy the greetings. You can just shoot a small video nicely dressed up, and supposing it's Bengali, you're going to say Namaskar, okay. Supposing it's Punjabi, so Sasriyakal, okay. Supposing it's Telugu, Shubhakangshalu, okay. So that's how you are going to, supposing it's not French, mind you, not French, only the states that belong to India, all right, only the states and the languages which is practiced in India. So you're going to shoot maybe about a 5 or 6 second video, greeting in that particular language. So you're picking up 5 states, you're first drawing anything which is related to that state. It can be the size of your book, okay. You have your notebook, right? So you need not do it in a sheet. In the notebook, you're going to write the name of the chapter, okay, the united dove, okay, and activity. Activity, no question answers related to this chapter. We are not going to do any question answers. It is not like that of a literature lesson. So you're going to write activity and then draw what I have told you. Okay, then you will send me a picture. 5 states. I said 5 states and 5 greetings belonging to that state. You're going to just do that, shoot a clipping, maybe about 5 to 7 seconds. And then the more I get it in the homework email ID, that is dpsfb.four@gmail.com, you are going to send it in that, the videos. So the videos should not be too big, as I said, maybe a 4-second or 5-second, because you see, if you're back to back saying 5 greetings from 5 different states, it will not take much time to shoot that. Okay, you send it to us and let's see what I can do that. I plan to join all the videos and make it into a beautiful video which is going to promote unity, our students, okay, doing it. Now children, you will not trouble your parents to give you a dress belonging to that particular state, nothing like that, okay. What you're going to do is, you are just going to dress up nicely, okay, not your house dress, as in not your house as in blue, red, house dress as in the civil dress what you're wearing at home. No, not your regular wear. You will dress up nicely, okay, the girls will dress up nicely and the boys will dress up nicely, and just shoot a tiny clipping, okay. Just ask your mom or dad or brother, sister, auntie, uncle, whosoever is at home to help you out with the shooting. You stand either in your rooftop, either in your your terrace or backyard or your lawn, okay, or your garden, okay, or your balcony, or any part of the room which is beautifully done up so as to give a background, okay, and just shoot the video, okay. Understood, class 4? I hope you will not let me down. Any 5 greetings from 5 different states. Alright, 5 greetings from 5 different states. So this is your fun project. When do you get to email it? Of course, after your examinations, you can start sending me. The first thing, in your notebook, you're going to beautifully draw 5 things which are famous in those 5 states what you have chosen. Supposing I choose Bihar, I choose Bengal, I choose Assam, okay, and 2 more states downwards I choose, okay, right, say Maharashtra I choose, fine. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up things which are famous there. Okay, what is Bengal famous for? What is Assam famous for? What is Bihar famous for? What is Andhra Pradesh famous for? What is Maharashtra famous for? Okay, I'm going to pick up 5 things which is famous, whether it's a food, whether it is the culture, whether it is a dance form, whether it is a fruit which is grown there, or a vegetable which is very famous, okay, and maybe the dress, okay. So you're going to draw it nicely. Yes, you can take help. I know, just for sketching out you can take help of your parents, but that does not make it compulsory to force them to do it for you. No, your work has to be there, because I can see the work and make out who's done it, right? And then what you're going to do, those 5 states I have chosen, I am going to shoot a video where I greet in their language. Alright, where I greet in their language, and I ask somebody to shoot it. So together you're going to, supposing you are saying it, so supposing you have chosen 5 states and you're choosing 5 greetings related to that state, you will not go on changing your dresses 5 times. No, you don't have to do that. Just one dress, nicely stand in a particular place and do that. This is just a fun activity which is going to promote unity in diversity, okay, which is going to promote teamwork. Yes, we always have to stand as a team. If you are all the time tattling about somebody, complaining about somebody, we can never succeed. We have to help each other out, right? In times of need, a friend indeed is a friend indeed. A friend in need is a friend indeed. That means during my times of hardship, I have a friend who comes and stands by my side and helps me out overcome that problem. So that friend is a true friend, and I'm sure grade 4 students, you all have that unity amongst yourself. So you should always help each other in times of need, not in doing any kind of naughtiness, okay, where you're protecting somebody's bad habits. No, not that. Only in times of real need, you have to stand together, not fight amongst each other, not complain about each other, not tattle about each other, just to help and be there, hold hands together. So the story, let's see what is it about. Okay, let me read the story now. Okay. So can you see me, children? I hope you can see me now. Yes. Okay. The United Doves. Alone we can do so little. Okay. Together we can do so much. Now this particular topic I have chosen from my best book, number, can you see? Yes, 5. I wish I could hear you. One of you would have. Yes, ma'am, number 5. And I'm sure Anirban would have done that. Ma'am, it's book number 5. So now let us begin with the story. Yes, as I had already mentioned, the story is from my best book, number 5. Okay. And the name of the chapter is The United Doves. Okay. And it is chapter number 6. Okay. United Doves, chapter number 6. Now, before we begin the story, as I have been mentioning to you that we are doing a project related to the same. So similarly, please ensure that the project reaches me on time. You are getting a lot of time. So maybe after the periodic assessment, you can submit it. I know that you all are all preparing for your periodic assessment, right? Now, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Okay. This is a famous quote by Helen Keller. Who was Helen Keller? As I have mentioned, that Helen Keller was actually the first deaf and blind person to have completed her complete studies, to get a graduate degree, to finish her first phase of college. Okay, she was the first one to get a Bachelor of Arts degree. The first deaf and blind person. You know how difficult it is if somebody is unable to see, neither able to hear. You know, life can be miserable for that person. So similarly, she was a very strong woman. She has written many books. She was a very good writer. She was a political activist. Okay, she's done a lot of social work. Okay, so she is a lady of, she empowered woman. Okay, she is a lady with a significance. Okay, so now this particular story, The United Dove, let us read what is it about. Now, what is a dove? A dove is basically a bird which is almost similar to that of a pigeon. And I wish I could, show you. We have a lot of them sitting on the wires of the lamp post, okay, on the high tension wires, okay. They are there sitting in the morning, okay. My window is just outside. So they are a significance of peace. What is it? They denote peace, because you will see that these birds are very calm, quiet, okay. Grayish white in color, okay, they're very calm. So once there was a duel of doves. What is a duel? A duel is a group. The doves used to fly together to far off distances. They often looked for food together. One morning, a hunter came into the forest over which the doves were flying. Who's a hunter? I suppose you know who's a hunter. Yes, a hunter is somebody who hunts wild animals. Okay, now you know hunting is prohibited, okay, according to the Wildlife Conservation Act, right? Nobody can hunt in reserved forests. Okay, they will be jailed or imprisoned a lifetime imprisonment to the extent of being also awarded with a death punishment, right? So one morning a hunter came into the forest over which the doves were flying. He laid a net to catch the birds. Hunter to himself, I will quietly spread this net and catch as many birds as I can to sell them off. How mean. That is what actually bird catchers do. You know, in a place in Delhi, that's in Old Delhi, okay, somewhere near Kareem's, there's a place they sell all, you know, kinds of birds, all kinds of monkeys, okay, endangered species. What is an endangered species? That means which is slowly getting redundant. That means it is going to go out of existence. So there's a place, I cannot give you the correct name, but it's in Old Delhi near Kareem's. Okay, and what they do, you know, you won't believe, children, they keep everything together in a bag used for shopping your vegetables. Okay, we take it to the bazaar, that kind of bag. They just keep one after another. They tie the legs of the birds together, and in inhuman conditions they store all kinds of doves, all kinds of squirrels, all kinds of monkeys, all kinds of parrots, okay, and different kind of bajarikas, which is known as bodri. Okay, bajarikas are those different color birds, okay, macaws. They all keep it together, you know, they tie all the birds together and they keep them, you know, it's like we collect trash and then put it in the trash bin, the way we collect paper, isn't it, crumpled paper. That's how they keep it in bags which are used for shopping vegetables and fruits. When you go to the bazaar, that's the bag you take. So, you know, that's how inhuman they are. So let us come back to the chapter. He covered the net with dry grass and spread grains over it. He hid himself behind a tree and waited for the birds to get trapped. Okay, so he kept a bait, B-A-I-T, that means setting a trap. Okay, bait, what was the bait for the dove? For the doves, because it's not about a single dove, it's many doves. Okay, so what was the bait? The bait was grains, you know, grains. So he hid himself behind a tree and waited for birds to get trapped. About an hour passed, but no bird sat on it. Soon the doves spotted the grains. First dove, look, so many grains. Second dove, that is good. Our search for food ends here. Third dove, wait, I think there is something wrong. Who could throw the grains here in the middle of the forest? First dove, you are too suspicious. Maybe a farmer was passing through the jungle and he accidentally dropped the grains there. You see, the third dove amongst them felt that something was wrong. So many grains all, you know, spread together. Something must be wrong. Suddenly the hunter heard the fluttering of wings. What is a fluttering called? You know, flapping the wings like this, you know, flapping the wings with both the, flapping this way. This is called fluttering. Okay. So, fluttering of wings. He became alert because he was hiding behind a tree, you know. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the duel of doves coming down and sitting on the net. He became so greedy. He couldn't imagine that so many doves together would be, you know, caught, would be trapped. The hunter's happiness knew no bounds. What is bounds? Means no limit, no boundary. Okay. The doves started eating greens. Just as they were about to move and fly, the doves realized they were caught in a net. So what had happened? Their claws, you know, their legs got tangled in the net. The first dove, shocked. Oh no, it's a trap. Second dove, cried, yes, it is. What will we do? Third dove, angry. I warned all of you. First dove, calmly, let us not panic and think of a solution before the hunter comes and catches us. So the third dove, let us flap our wings together. This will help us fly with the net. First dove, good idea. Let us do that. So you see, the first dove was somebody who was sensible, like the little girl. Remember the little girl Minu of How Do We Weigh Appukuttan, that chapter? She was so sensible, reasonable, and a smart thinker. So the first dove was somewhat similar to that of her thoughts. Okay. All the doves flapped their wings together and flew along with the net. The hunter, who till now was thrilled, was so excited about catching so many birds together, became agitated. How could a few weak birds do this? He ran after the doves, but couldn't catch them. As the doves reached a safe height, they thought about getting rid of the net. So you see, together they could do it. United we stand, together we fall. So like there was a farmer who wanted to test the patience, test the strength, of his son. So what did he do? He gave a twig to him and said, break it. So he broke it immediately. So he gave 2 twigs, he could break both the twigs. He gave him a bundle together, and what could he do? He couldn't, because they were all tight and strong. So whenever anybody is as strong, as that of the strength of unity, nobody can challenge you, nobody can take away your team spirit, your team, your united team away. Nobody can break that if you stand together. So that is what the dove did. The duel of doves did it. So now, second dove, worried. What should we do with the net? Third dove, tired. We can't fly too far with this net. First dove, let us ask our friends, the mice. The mice, yes, to cut the net with their sharp teeth. Third dove, yes, let's do that. First dove, today we saved ourselves and each other because we worked together as a team. So the duel of doves moved in the direction where the mice lived. So mice is plural, not mouse. So many of them have to work together to cut the net. So what did you learn from the story? Yes, united we stand, divided we fall. So do you remember the project I've told you along with the drawing and also the video? So it doesn't mean you will immediately do that and send it by tomorrow. I have told you, you will do this after your examinations get over. Alright children? So bye for today and see you again next week. Yes, we have our first live class on Wednesday, right? So see you in the live class. Till that time, take care, stay safe, eat and sleep well, and don't forget to do the homework. Okay, bye.